Yo, what is going on, guys? Touch0322 here, and today, fans and coaches of the ASL, I am back bringing you guys ASL weekly recap week 3. And while I'm doing this intro, I have to fix the weekly recap spot because, of course, it's not where it's supposed to be. And alright, good enough. So like I said, we have ASL Season 3 weekly recap, and I'm sorry this is late, it's a day late. I've just been in a couple new leagues of late, and I've just been busy, so I'm sorry it wasn't up sooner. But it's here now. So we had week 3, very good matches, and the weekly heroes consist of Clefable, Embor, and Mega Obama Snow, and we'll get to those as the matches happen. So we had a 1-0, 3-0, 4-0, 3-0, 5-0, 2-0, 5-0. So again, if you guys are hyped for this video, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think, and like and subscribe if you haven't already. Alright, let's hop into it. So first up, we have the Denver Nummels taking on the Florida Floatzuls. This is the Master going up against Rocker. And hold up, I already noticed that this is messed up. Okay, we should be good. Should be okay now. So it was a 1-0 into Master's favor. Both players equally didn't play that well. They both made a lot of misplays, but the Master was still able to come out on top as Rocker did fall short. So let's go ahead and hop right into the match. It is going to be Terrakion taking on Thundurus, and Terrakion is just going to go straight up for the Rock Slide and knock out the Thundurus. Don't know what Rocker was expecting there. I definitely would not have left my Thundurus in turn 1. But anyways, here comes Aggron. It's going to be a curse set. Latios cannot take on Mega Aggron very well. It's going to get easily 2-shot by Heavy Slam, and the Master really has no switches, so has to let his Latios go down on turn 4. So not a bad exchange for Rocker. So Nidoqueen is going to come out, heavily threatens Aggron, actually doesn't kill. Aggron is going to go with a Heavy Slam and do 98%, so both rolls, I would assume. Rocker's going to go into Earth Power, or take the Earth Power with his Serena, and is going to have to take a Sludge Wave, and down it goes. Personally, I would have got into Araquanid, because Araquanid takes Nidoqueen on very, very well. But it's going to U-turn into Aggron. Basically, just, he wants to get a free switch into Infernape. He's going to go for the Protect, and Ape's going to try and U-turn on out of there. But Ape is going to go for the Mach Punch and is again Sash. Rocker loves Sash Infernape, and it's actually been working out decently for him. So, Mega Sharpedo is very, very threatened. Ape is going to go for 2 Mach Punches, does not kill Terrakion. Terrakion is going to go ahead and kill Infernape. Out comes Nihilego. Nihilego has to take a Rock Slide, does not appreciate it, but can go for the Sludge Wave. Get the Beast Boost. So, out comes Miss Magius. And Rocker's going to go into his Nihilego. Or not Nihilego. Goes out of his Nihilego into Araquanid. And Miss Magius gets the what's it called? Poke Sash? No. Araquanid gets Poke Sash. It gets the AV. Liquidation just destroys. And Sharpedo gets to come in, click Crunch. And then the Nihilego is going to go for the Z move, which, if you guys do remember, it does 25% of the normal damage through Protect. So Rocker is going to go ahead and have a chance at winning the game, but he doesn't have Power Gem. If he has Power Gem, he wins the game 100% of the time. I think it's a Beast Boost, but it was AV Vikavolt, so who really knows? Alright, moving on to the next match, we have the Arcane Arcanines taking on the Phoenix Flygrons. Now, the Phoenix Flygrons do win this in a 3-0 fashion, as Embor is one of the weekly heroes, picking up 3 kills, not dying at all. Keister's team is just ridiculous. It's like, the mons that he brought are just the tip of the iceberg. Like, he still has Mega Venusaur and Celesteela on the bench this week, so let's see just how it turns out. Embor is going to lead, as so does Jolteon. Jolteon is going to go for the Volt Switch. Volt Switch is into Blaziken. And Embor is going to go for the interesting Flame Charge. And Embor is going to put a lot of pressure early and kills Blaziken right off the bat. And Altaria literally has no switch in for this thing. He just has to sack things. So Mesprit's gonna come in, take a double edge, does not appreciate it whatsoever, and he's just gonna sack off Mesprit, as it is getting tons of recoil racked up on Staraptor. It's gonna go into Ditto, which is presumably scarfed, and it's gonna do 84% on a crit. Not sure how much that crit actually mattered, but Ditto is just gonna be wrecking. It's just gonna be destroying Altaria's team because it transformed into Staraptor. I was getting over the Bullet Punch, Scizor. It's really its only play. And Keister has all the momentum here. He's forcing Altaria to make obvious plays due to having a big upper hand. So Cryogonal is going to go into Goodra. And Ditto is going to become Goodra and do nothing. And Goodra kills Ditto. So it is 4-4 at the moment, but Altaria has virtually no momentum. Scizor is going to come in and Bullet Punch the Florges. Does about half, but Florges is going to knock it out with a Moonblast. So Staraptor has to come in here, and basically the best play is just go for the double edge. It does so much damage to everything, and it's going to kill Thundurus, but down goes Staraptor. Goodra gets to come in here and has to take a superpower. Personally, well, it was a double down, but Altaria should have gone Cryogonal to begin with, because then Goodra would have taken it. Could have knocked it out. That is going to be the game. The Phoenix Flygons are going to win in a 3-0 fashion over the Arcane Arcanines. And let's get into the next one. We have the Nightmare Needle King taking on the BC Bibarels. And the BC Bibarels win this in a 4-0 victory. I was very surprised that the BC Bibarels actually won, just due to the fact that Mamoswine literally 6-0's TG's entire team. But Mamoswine actually only picked up 1 kill in this game, so let's check it out. Bronzong is going to lead on the Rotom. Very, very good matchup already for Anaria. It's going to try and Volt Switch on out of there. But Bronzong is going to go over the Pain Split just for what it's worth. Or no, the Rotom goes for Pain Split and Bronzong gets his Rocks in. And Rotom is going to try... He's going to try and Volt Switch again, and then finally gets a Volt Switch off to get into Chestnut. This goes for the Psy Wave. Interesting. Could play into Chestnut because Gyro Ball would not affect, just because of bulletproof. So Hitmontop is going to be here. Got that double Intimidate core going on. If Salamence is in the mix, it's triple Intimidate core. So Toxic, timers all around. It's a better matchup for Rotom because Rotom can simply just Volt Switch on out of there. As it's actually going to go for the Hex, and Landorus is probably going to want to knock or U-turn. As it does U-turn, it goes into Sneasel. Sneasel has to take a Toxic, but Sneasel can just knock whatever it wants. It's going to go for the Pursuit, predicting Rotom to switch. Rotom stays in, but dies anyways. Tauros comes out, and Tauros is, I don't think it's faster than Sneasel, but it's pretty close. Goes for Body Slam. Since Body Slam, TG does not have the greatest switch-ins. Like, he has Bronzong, but that's about it. Bronzong is really pressured in this match. Hitmontop is going to go for the close combat and just misses out on the 2-hit KO. So TG is going to want to switch out. Go into Landorus. Landorus can really take on whatever. Leech Seed is very annoying for Landorus to deal with, but it can. As Volcarona is going to come out on the Seed Bomb, it does virtually nothing. This is Bug Buzz and kills Chestnut. So Volcarona looking very threatening. Mamoswine is just going to go for the Icicle Crash, predicting the switch into probably Landorus. Sylveon is going to come in here. Don't really understand that, I guess. Sylveon doesn't really do anything anymore. Oh, well, that's Specs Shadow Ball probably. But Bronzong is going to be able to take out Sylveon. Mew is going to come out here. And Mew can run a plethora of different sets. So we're going to see the Aura Sphere here actually come in and kill Sneasel. So Volcarona gets to set up on Mew or just try and kill it. And Mew's can go for its Z power. Shattered Psyche, and Volcarona actually lives. So unfortunate for Anaria. Mamoswine gets to come out, click Ice Shard. But TG does not want to do that, and Anaria is going to predict that and go for the knockoff. So now TG really has no Mamoswine switch-ins. I mean, That play, it's kind of like, because this Tauros is probably scarfed, I would assume. It's like, this Mammoth line wasn't used enough. It didn't come out and hit the field enough. But yeah, the BC Bibberls are going to take a 4 victory over the Nightmare Nidoking and Coach Anaria. So next we have the Kelio Hub Resolutes taking on the Portland Timbers, and being Ghost, we had a pretty good match. It was a 3-0 in my favor, and Darmanitan put in a fair amount of work, and Vaporeon's kills were both passive, but yeah, let's see how it all went down. Alright, we have a Skuntank, Zydoge lead, which is very bad for me. I have to switch right out into my Hippowdon. My Hippowdon literally takes any hit. He's gonna go for the Glare, so nice little tech. His Mega Blastoise is come out on my Stealth Rocks. I'm gonna go straight into my Vaporeon. Vaporeon takes on literally whatever Blastoise wants to do. It doesn't care except for like Toxic. Just gonna go for the Zap. Go into Zapdos as I go for the Toxic. Putting the Zapdos on a timer, which is so nice. Which is gonna ultimately help me later in the match. I go to my Rotom as he wants to U-turn on out of there. Goes into Darmanitan, and I'm scared. I want to get out of there. Go to my Vaporeon. As you're going to see, this Flare Blitz does 31%. That, for a not very effective hit, and I'm max physically defensive, Tharm hits so hard, bro. But I'm going to throw a Wish in the air. Go into my Rotom. Getting over the Discharge, and I want all my health back. I want to be at full. So I believe I go for the Blizzard here. Yeah, I go for the Blizzard here as he goes into Jirachi. Jirachi is a pretty good stop to Rotom. I go to my Doublade as Doublade really doesn't care what Jirachi does as long as it doesn't have like Shadow Ball. I just go for the Shadow Claw, do some nice little chip, and he gets static, so that's really annoying. I have 2 paralyzed Pokemon. I didn't bring Heal Bell Vape this week. I'm gonna go to my Rotom. Go ahead and click Blizzard again as he's gonna go into Zydoge, and if I landed it kills, and I go ahead and knock out the Zydoge. The crit, no, it didn't matter. There's no way it mattered. So I'm gonna go to Vaporeon, take a Superpower, and I know I can fairly easily because he's gonna get the attack drop. So my best play is to just throw a Wish in the air and then protect up because I need my Vaporeon. At this point in the match, Vaporeon is honestly winning me this game. He's going to make a great prediction, go for the Roost, get some health back. Yeah, Vaporeon is definitely winning me this game. So I go into my Hippowdon, seeing what he wants to do. He's just going to U-turn out of there. Goes into his Blastoise, which is kind of annoying because Blastoise forces me out every single time. I go to my Vaporeon. He's going to go for the Dragon Tail, so nice little prep there. I go to my Victini, and I'm packing the Electrium Z. I'm just going to fire it off. It has a good chance to kill. We're going to go for the Z Thunder, Gigavolt Havoc, and knock out Blastoise. That was a huge kill because then my Hippo just reigns free. Like, nothing really pressures Hippo that much. So he's going to go for the U-turn. He goes into a Selgor. And I believe I just rock up here. Yeah, so he's going to go for the E-Ball. I just set up my Stealth Rocks since he is no longer has a way to remove them because I don't think he's Defog Zapdos. Doesn't make sense if he's bringing Rapid Spin Blastoise. So he's gonna go for what I would assume to be the HP something. I don't really know what his power would be. But I go to my Skuntank, click Crunch, does not kill, and I'm actually gonna just defog here. Because I don't want to get Spike Stacked. I won't have Stealth Rocks up, which is very unfortunate, but I don't want to be taking hazards just because Victini is still looking pretty nice. As Darm is gonna come out, I just keep defogging until I die just because. Yeah, I don't want to get hazard stacked. I go to my Hippowdon to sack it off. As it gives me a free switch into my Vaporeon. Vaporeon just gets to throw a Wish in the air every single time. I could even throw wishes in the air on Zapdos because Zapdos only does like, I want to say 50%. So if I have lefties and Wish, we should be good. So Jirachi is going to go ahead and go for the U-turn, go into Zapdos. I'm going to Scald, does like 30%, does some nice damage. With the Sandstorm, with the Toxic, oh, it's racking up. So he's going to go ahead and Roost as I just throw a Wish in the air, predicting his Roost. And it sucks that the Sandstorm is over now, but it kind of helps me, but it kind of doesn't help me, you know. I'm trying to burn the Jirachi here as I don't, which is so annoying. He's gonna wish himself. I want to burn it, and I finally burn it, which is super nice. I'm gonna go to my Deblade. Deblade really handles Jirachi. It doesn't care. He goes Zapdos, so I just want to switch out because Zapdos is annoying. Zapdos is the only reason he's still in this match right now. So if I eliminate Zapdos, I win the match, because then Victini basically cleans through since I'm Flame Charge. So I'm gonna trick in my Choice Scarf, which is super nice. Because this is Wishrachi and is pretty bulky, I wanted to just trick in my Scarf. I go for Blizzard here, predicting him to switch because I didn't think he would just sack off his Rachi. I thought he'd go straight into Zapdos. Like, it doesn't make sense. His Rachi is very important. Anyways, he goes into Zapdos now. I go for Blizzard, and of course I miss now. It doesn't freaking matter. So Rotom is gonna take a Heat Wave. And Rotom is going to go for the Blizzard and miss again. That chip damage on Darm would have been nice. So I'm just going to sack it off since it can't land a Blizzard and just let that Flare Blitz. Vaporeon, I'm going to be in here. Darmanitan does not like dealing with Vaporeon. I should have Scalded here, because if I Scald here, 2 Scalds probably picks off the Jirachi. Actually, it would have been close. It would have been really close. But I'm going to Scald, and he's just missing out on the KO, and his Rachi's getting healed up. My play is just to keep Scalding, because I do not want to let that Darmanitan come in. I don't want to let the Zapdos come in for free, so it's not at full. But I learned now that I could take discharges like a champion. It's like 48%. So I know that Vaporeon is literally winning me this game. So he goes to a Selgor. And I just want to do what I can to this thing. Knock it out. I wish, predicting that, the Life Orb to kill him. So it was nice. I really didn't lose anything. I got a special defense drop, but I could just switch out and get rid of that special defense drop. So I believe I go to my Skuntank here. As I do go to my Skuntank. I'm just trying to sack it off here. I actually love a discharge, which is actually kind of hilarious. But next discharge is going to kill me, and I don't have speed. So Zapdos is very annoying at this point. I go to my Victini, and I go ahead and click Flame Charge. And Jirachi's going to actually die to burn, so the kill doesn't go to Victini. Goes to Vaporeon. So Darmanitan comes out, and I think he's Choice Scarfed, and I don't think I kill. So I'm just going to switch out. Or I don't have anything to touch him. I had like Blue Flare, Thunder, Glaciate, and I'm not risking a Thunder. No. But he's going to go for the Roost. This is a very, very long match. And the match with the Netherlandians and the Hoots is a very long match as well. So sorry about that, but is what it is. I had to play Stall this week just because Vaporeon is so good against this team. If he brings Thunderbolt Zapdos, I lose this game 100%. Yeah, if he's Thunderbolt, I lose the game. And that Paralyze was actually really, really important. I'm just gonna go to my what's it called, the Blade here. It's gonna go ahead and die to the Toxic. I'm gonna go ahead and go for the Shadow Sneak, get a crit. Not sure that the crit mattered. He's gonna Earthquake because he's Scarfed and does not kill me. And the Blade is gonna pick up the last kill with Shadow Sneak. So that is gonna be the game. The Portland Timbers are gonna take a 3-0 victory in a 63-turn battle over the Kelly Hub Resolutes. Alright, in the next match we have the Contract Killers, coached by Anderson, taking on the Royale Gardevoir, coached by Gustavo. It was a 5-0 in the Contract Killers' favor, and Mega Obama Snow being one of the weekly heroes, picking up 3 kills and 1 death. And yeah, let's see just how Big Bad Brad gets it done. So, it is going to be Manectric. Electros very, very much favors Brad in the lead. He's going to go for the Drain Punch, predicting Chansey to come out. Knocks off the Decidueye Choice Scarf, and Decidueye literally on like 1 HP. Decidueye is going to U-turn, go into Chansey, and Togekiss is kind of threatening. But Anderson's got to find a way to break through this Chansey. He's gonna go for 2 layers of spikes, since the only way to defog is through Venom, or no, is through Decidueye, but Decidueye is a Choice Scarf set, as he saw when he knocked it off, so it probably does not have defog. So Anderson could just spike stack. He's gonna go into Mega Abomasnow, because Mega Abomasnow really does not care about Seismic Toss that much. He's gonna go for the SD, and this Chansey is shaking in its boots right now. So it's going to switch out, go into Cobalion, and Brad is going to predict that and go for the Earthquake, as Brad is making beautiful predictions right now. Goes into Decidueye and goes for the Ice Shard. Don't really agree with the Decidueye play at all. I think Gardevoir was the play, but he doesn't ever go Gardevoir, I think. So Mega Abomasnow, being the beast that it is, sitting here grabbing kills, goes for Ice Shard and almost one-shots Manectric. Pretty funny. And then Manectric is going to go ahead and die to Toxic. So Toxic Spikes were a great bring. Basically just get to go into Electros and scoop up some kills. Go ahead and go for that Thunder Punch, do some clean damage. As Melodic is toxic, so its survivability is so weakened. It's going to lose its leftovers now, so Melodic is not loving life right now. And it's going to go to Togekiss, which can take on this Scalding Melodic very, very well. And Togekiss is going to go for the Heal Bell, wants to get rid of Verge's Poisoning. So it's going to take an Ice Beam. It doesn't really care, like Togekiss is eating these like a champ. Gets frozen, which is... it's annoying because literally Togekiss would win. But yeah. He's gonna go to Snorlax. Snorlax eats hits from Mega Gardevoir. What even is a Hyper Voice at this point? Mega Gardevoir is gonna go for Calm Mind, but it is too little too late. And Snorlax is just gonna start running through this thing. Slash Shock does a ton, but Snorlax eats it. So that is gonna be the game. The Contract Killers are going to win a 5-0 victory over the Royale Gardevoir. So in the next match, and like I said, this is a very long match, but I think it's longer than my match. But anyways, it is a 2-0 victory in the New Land in his favor, so let's hop right into the match because it's very long. I think it's like... I don't really know. But anyways, Tornadus is going to go for the knockoff, get rid of Rotom's Choice Scarf, which is very annoying for Susie. Rotom's going to Volt Switch on the Shaman. So, Shaman is going to Leech Seed the Skarmory. Skarmory is going to Toxic it. The only thing that really does is forces Shaman to switch out, which it does. Goes into Tornadus Therian as Susie's going to go into El Chapo the Arcanine. And I mean, it's kind of a mutual play, but Suicune is going to come in here, take a Will-O-Wisp, which I'm sure it does not care about. It would rather be burned than poisoned. It's going to Scald the Celebi and burn Celebi first time, but it doesn't matter because Celebi has Natural Cure, so like Shaman, it really doesn't care. And Celebi is going to throw up a Calm Mind, and the Celebi is looking a lot more threatening, and Excadrill is going to come out. Susie's going to go for the Dazzling Gleam, and Excadrill is going to go ahead and go for the X-Scissor, and Susie said he didn't know that Excadrill actually got X-Scissor. It's kind of in the name, you know, but anyways. Shaman is going to take an Earth Power like a champion. Skarmory is going to get seeded, which Shaman basically just sees this thing and then switches out to either Tornadus or Suicune. Susie's making these swaps into Arcanine, not really sure why, but can go ahead and go for the Flare Blitz, or goes for a Roar actually, and Tornadus is going to U-turn on out of there. As Rotom does not want to Volt Switch, does not want to risk the Shaman being offensive. And Arcanine is going to take the Giga Drain very, very well. And Suicune is a free switch into Arcanine every time, since Arcanine apparently does not have the Wild Charge. So Suicune is gonna go for the Scald. Basically just chipping Rotom down at this point. Since Rotom was Scarf, it's not likely to have the, what's it called, Pain Split. So that's a very, very big advantage in Lari's favor. So Tornadus is gonna come in here. Tornadus is very threatening for Susie's team since Rotom is low and Rotom's like the only solid switch in. But it's just a back and forth war between like Skarmory, Arcanine, and then Suicune, Tornadus, Therian. But Susie's gonna start roaring things around. This is gonna switch out, go into Skarmory on the Liquidation. Liquidation does a lot, and is just enough to put it into Emergency Exit, which actually works out really well for Lari, because now she can effectively pressure Skarmory, as Suicune is gonna rest, and oh lord, that's annoying for Susie. That's annoying for how long this video is gonna be. So Rotom is gonna take a Scald. It doesn't really care about Scalds, but it's getting very, very weak. Goes for Volt Switch. Its main job is to chip down Mons at this point. Arcanine comes in, and like I said, it's this back and forth war where nothing is really happening because all of the Mons have reliable recovery. So it's kind of like, why are we doing this, you know? But Rotom is gonna have to take a Signal Beam and actually lives. So very lucky. Goes for the Volt Switch, does big damage on that crit. Goes into Skarmory. Suicune wakes up, goes for the Scald, and if it burns, Skarmory's effectively useless, but it does not burn, as Suicune wants to just stay sleeping, rests up again, as Skarmory is going to roost. Going to Mega Deontay, as Mega Deontay takes Signal Beam, which is best case scenario. The best case scenario is Sleep Talk, rest. But if Suicune gets Scald here, which it doesn't, it would have been a lot better. But Deontay's going to be sitting behind a sub, and is pressuring Suicune a fair amount. Goes into Skarmory as Shaman comes out, so very, very good switch on Susie's part, which forces Suicune back out, as Skarmory is going to Toxic, and Suicune probably just rests up here. It actually just Scalds. So Suicune isn't going to drop to one single move. Mr. Sandman's going to come out, go for a U-turn, as Suicune probably rests here. That's the best play. Actually Scalds. Suicune's just trying to put on some offensive pressure, as it could rest now. So not a very good switch into Skarmory on Susie's part. The better switch was into Arcanine, although it would have had to take a lot of damage, but it could at least pressure with the Wild Charge, which I don't think this Arcanine has the Wild Charge. But anyways, like, it's gonna roar into Golisopod, and Golisopod doesn't get another switch in, so it's gonna go for the Aqua Jet, and is going to die to Rocky Helmet plus Life Orb. So yeah, sorry that this video is a lot longer, but the Resolutes versus Timbers match was very long, and this versus the Who's match is very long, and there's still one more match after this, but that match was quick, I think. So Skarmory, not living another Scald, has got to go to the Arcanine to take the Scald. It does tons of damage, but Susie lost both of his responses to Suicune. So Suicune just literally runs through his team. He has no way to beat it. He has no way to switch into it. So it's basically just going to be see how much Suicune can stall. That's basically this game. So Extra Drill is going to come in and set up rocks. His Flare Blitz is going to come off. Lari probably predicted the switch. Susie had to make a play there. This Suicune comes back out, and it's just gonna, I think Arcanine just roars stuff around just to try and chip it down, because there's Shaman. Best play is to just roar again, because if you're chipping, I would have roared there, because if you just keep roaring, you're eventually chipping Suicune down without letting it burn roar or sleep turns. It's gonna go for the Scald, do 51% big damage. Goes for the roar, gets it into Shaman. So Lari's getting very, very unlucky with these roars. Goes back to Suicune. Suicune's the easy switch every single time. He's gonna go for the Morning Sun just to get the health back. He's got a Roar now as Suicune's gonna go for the rest. And Roar's actually working pretty effectively for Suzy. Just because it's allowing him to chip down other mons just with rocks. And then can fire off Flare Blitzes. Like, Shaman has come out like 4 times on the Roar. It's kind of ridiculous. But, Suicune is gonna get roared, Shaman comes in. You know the drill. Shaman comes out like every single time on this. Suicune gets to switch in every single time though. The Suicune doesn't care. I would have kept roaring just because it's honestly the best play. Because then you don't let Suicune burn sleep turns. But Slurpuff is gonna come out. He's gonna go over the Surf and roars into Suicune. And Suicune, I believe, wakes up on this turn, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, it stays sleeping for one more turn. Goes for the Sleep Talk. Signal Beam does not confuse. Signal Beam was definitely there for the Celebi. So Suicune is going to go for the Scald. Like, oh my god, these battles are long. So Slurpuff can Surf Pressure, which does well over half. Arcanine could Flare Blitz, but is just going to go sack off the Skarmory. So Skarmory can only really pressure the Shaman, but so can Arcanine. So I mean, Landorus is going to go over the U-turn as Slurpuff gets the Citrus Berry. And Slurpuff is going to kill Arcanine, which Arcanine was the only reason that Suzy was still in the game. So Arcanine comes in, or Landorus comes in, goes for the Earthquake. Has to take a big Surf. Goes for another Earthquake and kills the Slurpuff. Since Landorus Incarnate in this league can only be Sand Force, it's a lot less threatening. So Mega Deontay comes out, goes for Moonblast, kills Shaman at least, but then Suicune gets to come out and be the annoying thing that it is. Goes for the Moonblast. If it gets the special attack drop, he has a chance, but does not get the special attack drop. So that is going to be the game. They knew the Landians are going to win a very long match over the Utah Hoots, a 2-0 victory. And that was actually one turn shorter than the Timbers match. So next up, or last up, we have the Intermilotic taking on the St. Louis Swallows. Intermilotic pick up a 5-0 victory as Clefable picks up 5 kills, being one of the weekly heroes of the week. And the St. Louis Swallows are going to fall to 0-3, coached by Malone, and we're going to see how it happens. So it's going to be a Zam Mega Loft lead, and Mega Alakazam is just going to Mega Evolve right off the bat. Goes to the Substitute. Very good play on Static's part, because then you can just freely switch out, because if Drapion wants to Pursuit, it'll just kill the sub, which the sub will get the sub will leave anyways. But goes into Conch Elder, and Conch Elder is so threatening at this point. It has a Curse Past, goes for knockoff, it does 39%. That is resisted, and Drapion actually has a pretty good defense stat. Goes for Drain Punch and just cleans up Drapion. Show me switch-ins to this Conch Elder. I don't see any. Delphox gets a kill. Goes into Rotom here. Is not affected by Toxic Spikes. This is actually a Screens Rotom. Not sure why Malone went Mega Lopunny. That doesn't make any sense. I would have definitely stayed in with Cresselia since you could at least pressure it. But it's going to go for the return, switch out, go into Cresselia now. And can take on whatever Clefable wants to do. But Clefable's going to start Calm Minding. And this is basically game. Malone has no answers for Calm Mind Clefable. Goes for the Shadow Ball, just freaking one-shots Gourgeist. Goes into Mega Lop. Return does 28%. That's a one-shot. Goodbye. Goes into Kyurem Black. Kyurem Black probably has Iron Head. Only has Flash Cannon. Dies to Moonblast. And then out comes Delphox. And goes for Fire Blast. Does 24%. And Clefable's going to Soft Boil. Takes another Fire Blast. One shots with Shadow Ball. But is actually sashed. And can go for another Fire Blast. And Static can Soft Boil it up. So Static doesn't care. He can just Soft Boil all he wants on this. Is he's going to Soft Boil again. And now he's pretty free to just Shadow Ball. But he's gonna Soft Boil. I don't agree with Malone switching out or Moonlighting. Like, neither of those plays make sense. I guess he thought he might be faster, or he thought he would be slower. But Calm and Clefable usually just run max physically defensive, max HP. Clefable's gonna take a Shadow Ball, do 77% to Crest with Shadow Ball. There's nothing that's saving Crest now. It got the Spadef drop, and is gonna drop to a Shadow Ball. And out comes Delphox. Static clicks anything that's an attacking move, lives the Fire Blast under every single circumstance. Goes ahead and kills the Delphox. So that's gonna be the game. The Inner Milotic are gonna win a 5-0 victory over the St. Louis Swablues. So that is gonna be the video, guys. Thank you guys for checking it out. And on your screen in the right column, you will see all the matches that will be happening next week. They're going on right now because I always it's week 4 right now, and when I record the weekly recap, it's always a week and ahead when I'm recording it. But anyways, these will be up on the weekly recap next week. So go ahead and pause the video if you want to look at all of them. But thank you guys for checking out the video, and I'm sorry that it's late, but just with everything I've been doing lately, I've just been busy. But yeah, thank you guys for checking out the video, and we will see you guys in the next one, which will probably be power rankings. And me and Susie did that since the master was not able to do it. So yeah, good eye for that, and like and subscribe down below if you have not already. Leave a comment, let me know what you think of the video, and thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.